All right. Hey guys. So the long awaited Create Your AI Twin video has surfaced. I wanted to formally create a video because a lot of you all are kind of blowing up my phone about how to do it. It's actually very easy and I use free tools. There is another option that makes it a little bit more realistic, but it is a paid option. It's a little more expensive. I'll get into that version a lot later, but for those who are on a budget and just want to see how you can create some AI images of yourself for branding or whatever purposes, some people need headshots and can't afford them, or whatever the case is, this video is for you. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you guys. And here we go. So we're going to start with, and let me apologize for my audio. I am using a headset because my microphone of 3 years failed me. So I'm just disappointed about that, but life is life. All right. So let's move on. So you're going to need three different things for this tutorial. You want to going to use ChatGPT and you're going to want to use Google Gemini. Okay. Both of these are free. Now, I have paid subscription with these apps, but the output should still be the same. The reason I have paid subscription is because I use ChatGPT and everything else for more in-depth conversations and brainstorming and creating content and that sort of thing. Okay. So I just want to be clear that. And then the third thing that you're going to need is you're going to either need to open up like Pinterest, or you're going to have to open up like a Google Images or something. Right. And I'm going to explain why in just a second. So I'm going to be the guinea pig here and use myself for bait to create an image of myself. Okay. And I'm going to tell you why having good pictures is really important. So you can't see it. Let me see if there's a way that I can share it on my computer without jeopardizing my screen here. Okay, so these are the selfies that I use for my AI images. You want to make sure that you're using selfies that, and a lot of these are not the best option, but are very clear that can see your face. Most of them I have glasses on, so I prefer to wear my glasses because I'm like 4-eyed right now. But you want to make sure that you use selfies that are you can visibly see your face, great lighting, you're not hiding a part of your face, because if not, the AI is going to pretty much assume what that face or part of it looks like. Okay, so I just want to say that and make that clear that that's really important, that you choose selfies that you think best represents. And sometimes you will have to switch out and change around the images that you use. Okay, so I just want to be clear on that really quickly. But so after you've selected, I would say at least 20 just to play around with, because this is going to be time consuming. What you're going to want to do is we're going to flip back over to why my video is going in and out like that, I don't know. We're going to flip back over to let me see, the web browser. So first things we're going to do, what type of picture you're looking for is really important. So we want to look up the type of picture, which would be, for me, I just want to find like professional, portrait, desk, let's try that. Right. And we're in Google Images, and we're going to, so these are some great images, and don't pay attention to like, like the hair, exclude all that stuff out, because those are things that you're not going to necessarily, that's not important. But, so like, I really like this picture right here. Okay. She's sitting at her desk. She's writing. She's got her iMac and iPad. This is totally me, right? This is something that I would do. So what I would do is I would save this image, and I pretty much save everything to my iCloud. So I'm going to save this to my iCloud. And then I'm going to move over. Once you find the image that you like, I'm going to move over to ChatGPT. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to click this plus sign. Well, actually, no, not yet. I'm jumping. Sorry. You're going to actually, let me get rid of the sidebar. You're going to click, hey, chat, please create me a detailed image prompt for this image. And then you're going to click the add photos and files. I mean, granted, you could do it before you, whatever. And then you're going to select that image. And then you're going to say, please create me a detailed image prompt for this image. And then you're going to put, please exclude details about hair. Okay. And if you want to say makeup, see, I'm not a makeup person, so I'm gonna put hair and makeup, but I'm not a makeup person. So put that, and then you're gonna click the the button to go out, and then that's just what it is. Okay. So here you go, bestie. A clean, detailed image prompt based strictly on the setting, pose, environment, and overall vibe without mentioning hair or makeup. Now you're gonna let that prompt. Okay, you're gonna let chat do its thing. I call chat my bestie, so it calls me bestie. And you're gonna let it do it. Now, at the end, sometimes it'll say like, what image software are you using? So some of you all may be using like Next Gen or Mid Journey. There are a ton of image prompt AI softwares. I'm just showing you the free version, right? That doesn't require much of anything. And then you would, okay, so they're done. So what you're going to do is you're going to copy this. Well, wait, before you copy it, you're going to head over to Google Gemini. All right. So this is where you're actually going to create the image that you want. So for starters, first thing at the bottom, there's these like little buttons. You're going to click create image. If you don't see it at the bottom, click tools and then click create images. Okay. And then you're going to add your file, and the file that you're going to add is the selfie of you. Right. So for me, I'm going to go on the limb. I don't know which one I should choose. I'm going to choose that one, even though that's not the best selfie, but I'm going to choose that one. Okay. And then you're going to type in the following. Before you type in the image prompt that ChatGPT gave you, okay, you're going to type in, I have it copied and pasted on my computer, but you're going to put create using the facial look and makeup from the photo I sent you. The image should exactly resemble the reference photo. Keep my face accurate. Do not change any facial features, skin tone, or hairstyle. Okay. So there's that. And then what I like to do is I always like to, so I like my photos to look like they've coming out of like a digital camera. So I would put another enter twice, so I have enough space in between here, and put camera setup, Canon EOS R5, 85 millimeter, whatever. I copy and do all that. You might find something else that works for you, but that was what works for me. All right. And now we're going to go back to ChatGPT, and we're going to copy this, and we're going to go ahead and put it in the middle right here. And check it out. So it always helps to read the prompt. So like for me, I like to wear, because my branding is soft pink and gray, what I like to do is I like to take a look at what the description says. So like sometimes it'll say like right here, it says she wears a simple long sleeve white blouse and a delicate necklace. I would change this to a soft pink blouse. Okay. Little small intricate details like that make or break. It really does. Behind her, a lush green fern adds a touch of nature to the workplace. On the desk sits a large desktop computer. So we're going to put iMac computer with the reflective screen showing the faint greenie of the room, a wireless keyboard and mouse neatly arranged in front of her. To the right sits a small glass, terrarium, and green plants inside, along with a clear glass of water in the foreground. It says tablet. I'm going to put an iPad. See how I'm changing the details a little bit? Lies flat on the desk. The lighting is soft and natural, giving the room a clean, airy feel. The overall mood is warm, professional, and welcoming, a candid moment of a woman working confidently in a tidy, thoughtfully decorated office. Okay, boom. All right. So even though I'm not 100 on this picture, I'm going to go ahead and do it anyway. So when you've edited your like caption and everything, and you've chosen your selfie, go ahead and click submit. Now, I'm sure you can guess why I probably wouldn't want this selfie. I just took this not the long way. I need a haircut for starters, but also a part of my face is like covered, right? So these are not always the best type of pictures because Gemini is going to guess what that part of your face looks like. All right, moment of truth. So we're going to scroll down and let's see. Yeah, that does not look like me. That's nice, but that's not me, right? So what would I do in this sense? And this is why sometimes it could take a while. The good part about it is the prompt is already created. So you see where it says copy prompt? We can copy that prompt and then put it right back in Gemini again. And then we can add a file and include another picture. Okay, so this selfie has sometimes given me a lot of luck. So let's try this one. And then we're going to go ahead and submit and try again. Okay. So for me, I don't do a lot of smiling. And maybe that's what it is. Like I'm just not like a smile type of person. But maybe, just maybe, let's see. So that looks a little bit more like me. You see that? That looks more, and look, you see the difference in the type of so that's why the selfie you choose, you sometimes have to play around with selfies. I've done some AI images for some of you all. You're like, that don't look like me. I'm like, well, you got to give me another selfie because but I always get good luck with this selfie. And that's why it's important to have that selfie that you could just always pop in there. But this is not a bad image. You see that? That's not bad. That looks like me. I would think so. It favors me a lot. Okay. So I just wanted to drop in there and show you guys how to do that. That's just kind of like my way of doing it. You don't have to use Google Images to, look up. I think it has more of that, but sometimes I use Pinterest. It just depends on the style that I'm trying to create. But it all, everything is different. Everybody's way of doing things is different. So I do want to point out one more thing. At the bottom right of these images is going to be every time you generate an image with Gemini, it has this little watermark, Gemini's watermark. There are ways to get that removed. But to remain the integrity of branding, I would say keep it on there. I don't see anything wrong with using AI twins, just making clear that it is your AI twin. But if you're using it to like create a whole entire persona, people do things. I don't know. I guess it just depends. It's a little different. Okay. So, and we'll get into that. I'll have more videos about that, but this has been long awaited. I wanted to share with you guys. I don't want to make this tutorial long. If you have any other questions about anything else, reach out to me. I am here. Okay. I will talk to you all later. Peace and love.